All right. Good morning. Good day. Welcome to Football Art. It's another week in terms of the football analysis and what's going on in the football game. The news that are happening, including the fixtures that will come for this week. Last week it was the international break. We saw so many teams, playing in terms of the international break, and different types of results that comes from last week. I mean, from locally Africa, we saw teams like Ghana coming back, in terms of the performance. If we remember the last time Ghana, it was actually, playing on the Africa Cup of the Nation, they didn't do well. The last time as well, Ghana played in a World Cup. I think they failed to qualify for the World Cup. And as well as I think, what else? Last time Ghana, they were playing even the qualifiers. They didn't even play well. I remember we had a game, South Africa versus Ghana, a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. It even have some crisis that game. So it's crazy. But yeah, the best performances so far, really, really, Ghana performed really, really very well. And this was the World Cup qualifiers. And right now, what other teams that perform well? Egypt perform well. I think they did pure 12, what 7 out of 7, if it's not 5 out of 5, right? But I'm gonna check it out, the standing, to see which teams are actually did well. South Africa did well. Bafana did really, really well, although there's a little bit of scandal there as well, that we're gonna try to jump in and to talk it out, to talk about, what's going on with the scandal of Bafana. So a couple of teams did well. Nigeria starting to pick up, to have some win, but they're really far. They're really far. So let's just check it out in terms of the standing itself. The World Cup qualifier standing in terms of groups. The group, what group is this? Group A. There's Egypt, Burkina Faso, Sierra Leone, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, and the Djibouti, right? And Egypt is the one that is leading. 6 games played, they are with the 16 points. Burkina Faso, it's second from that group A. 6 games played, 11 points. Sierra Leone, 6 games played, 8 points. Ethiopia, six games played, 6 points. Guinea-Bissau, have 6 points as well. Djibouti, 6, they only have a point, so they only have 1 point there. They're the highly possible for team to qualify for the World Cup. We might look at Egypt, right? We might think that Egypt, at least, it'll qualify there. But if Burkina Faso really push hard, they can also, they can surpass the Egypt. So it's crazy log standing in terms of Group A. In terms of Group B, Group B, we have DR Congo, Senegal, and Sudan, Togo, South Sudan, and Mauritania. DR Congo is sitting at 6 games, 13 points on top, number one on the log standing. Senegal is second, 6 points, 12. 6 games, 12 points. Sudan is 6 games, 12 points as well. Woo! It's crazy between Senegal and Sudan. Both they play 6, and both they are 12 points, 12 points. So crazy. Togo 6, 4 points. South Sudan 6 games, 3 points. Mauritania 6 games, 2 points. So far, DR Congo and Senegal and Sudan, both of them, they have chance, because Senegal and Sudan, they are on the 12-12. Congo, they are on 30. If really Congo, pressurize, they can actually, get the total qualified, because if you are number one on the group, on your group, you are automatically qualified to the World Cup. The second one, they're going to have to do the draw. They're going to have to play around. The winners of those, they're going to have to play with the winners, with the draw that they do in the Europe. So it's a long story. Group C. Group C, we have South Africa, Mzansi. It's sitting on top, number one. 6 games played, 13 points ahead. Rwanda, 6 game play, 8 points. Benin, six games, 8 points. So Benin and Rwanda, they actually have same points at the moment. Nigeria 6 games, 7 points. Nigeria not doing really well. Lesotho 6 points, 6 games. 6 games played, 6 points. Zimbabwe 6 games played, 4 points. So that's the Group C. Highly likely South Africa, they are actually set themselves in a very good space, having 13 points in a 6 games. It's a good point, and they can be qualified to the World Cup. So anything can happen. They can be able to qualify to the World Cup. That's Group C. Going on to Group D, Cape Verde, 6 games, 13 points ahead. Cameroon 6, 12 points behind Cape Verde. Libya 6, 8 points. Angola 6 games played, 7 points. Mauritania 6 games played, 5 points. Eswatini 6 games played, 2 points. And they Cape Verde, it's reading. I mean, Cape Verde, it's on top of Cameroon. Cameroon, it's very dangerous teams, or used to be very dangerous teams. This is the country that give birth of Samuel Eto'o, gave birth of Ligobert Song, and his young brother Alexander Song. He was playing for Arsenal, if you remember, a couple of years ago. So if Cameroon is in second, so it's tough. That means the football itself has been actually evolved and has been actually grown to different countries. Cape Verde is one of the countries that just being part of Africa recently, or getting the reparation recently. I remember the first time that they were having a draw of I think it was World Cup. The first time Cape Verde being involved in FIFA games and FIFA draws. It was really recently in terms of this. Group F, Cote d'Ivoire, it's on top, 16 points. Gabon, 15 points, 6 games. Cote d'Ivoire is smashing, 16. But again, they're the champions of Africa. They're supposed to really show, how actually they're actually playing at the moment, and how they have upgraded themselves in terms of the football game. What is this? Burundi, 6 games, 10 points. Kenya, Ben McCarthy, it's a head coach of Kenya. They played 6 games and he have 6 points. Pretty much he only played 2 games because he just get hired. So he won, I think he had 1 draw and 1 loss when it comes to Ben McCarthy. The Gambia, 6 games, 4 points. Seychelles, 6 games, 0 points. Group E, we have Morocco. The quarterfinals of World Cup, the last World Cup. They are sitting at 15 points with 5 games only. Almost all the teams, they played 6. These guys, they only played 5. Right? Maybe they have another game, whether today or on weekend, Saturday. All right, Niger, 4 games, 6 points. Tanzania, 4 games, 6 points. Tanzania pretty much doing well since they have refreshing the federation, bringing the lady there. One of the team, the Young Africa, it's from Tanzania, playing very well, very well when it comes to Africa Cup. Africa CAF, they're playing very well. They were even in quarterfinals or semis, I think, if I may remember. So yeah, Tanzania deserves this position because they have really changed and upgrade when it comes to their football. Behind Tanzania, it's Zambia, 4 points, 3 games. Zambia it's not really performing very well, considering how Zambia, we know, most professionals, Duko, players from Zambia, they're supposed to be there and captaining. I think it's a captain, but they're supposed to help the Zambia international, to be able to have at least a good standing. But they only play 4 games, so we think 4, 5, 6. They still have 2 games. If they win these 2 games, they will have 6, 7, 8, 9. They can get to 9 points. By then, if they get to 9 points, Morocco can be, if it's in 15, it will be on 15, 16, 17, 18. They'll be on 18 points. So, not really a good chance. All right, Group G, Algeria, 15 points. Mozambique, 12 points. Mozambique really doing fantastic. I mean, we have local players that are playing on our local game from Mozambique. really doing well. We saw them on the Africa Cup of the Nation. If you watch Africa Cup of the Nation, Mozambique really did surprise a lot of people in terms of the performance itself. And we enjoy that. Definitely, we did enjoy that. When it comes to behind Mozambique, it's Botswana, 6 games, 9 points. Uganda, 6 games, 9 points. Guinea, 6.7 points. Somali, only 1 point with the 6 games. Group H, we have Tunisia on top, six games, 16 points. Namibia, 12 points. Namibia pushing really, really hard. Liberia, 6 games, 10 points. The only country that have a Ballon d'Or player of the year in Africa, it's Liberia. But look how football has just went south from those type of country. Equatorial Guinea, 6 games, 7 points. Malawi, 6 games, 6 points, not really doing well. Sao Tome and Principe, 6 games, 0 points. Group I, so Group H, pretty much Tunisia, it's gone. But if Namibia really push, they can be able, to take over or to get in that group of qualifiers. So the last group is Group I. Ghana, as I said, Ghana did perform very, very well so far, and they're sitting at 15 points with the 66 games. Comoros, 12 points with 6 games. Madagascar, 10 points with 6 games. Mali, 6 games, 9 points. Central African Republic, 6 games, 5 points. Chadi, 6 games, 0 points. So that's about the log standing in terms of how the qualifiers were playing in recently past week. We saw different types of teams really, really performing very well. So yeah, man, let's see. But now we are back when it comes to football leagues. From England we are back when it comes to English Premier League. When it comes to local football, we are back on the PSL Premier League and Champions League again very soon. We're anticipating that again when it comes to Champions League. So when it comes to Bafana, before we start going to overseas games, right? Bafana, they played versus Lesotho, and then they won 2-0. But recently, Lesotho has just, sent a letter to FIFA saying that Bafana has used the player that it was not supposed to be used, right? So they are claiming that Teboho Mokoena had 2 yellow cards from previous year and another games. I think we're gonna try and check what type of games they were, but they're claiming that he was already offended with a 2 yellow card from previous games, and Bafana they use that player to play on that. So the right to FIFA, telling FIFA that please, man, can you be able to deduct 3 points from these guys. So they want to deduct 3 points from Bafana. That's the story when it comes to Lesotho and Bafana. Even even in Jomani himself said he is not influenced by anyone. He follows his beliefs and it's paying off. That's Jomosono saying about the coach Hugo Bruce, saying about the coach Hugo Bruce. So that's the scandal when it comes to Bafana. But again, there've been a lot of cooking in terms of in terms of we're approaching the season of buying players. So there've been a lot of players that they anticipating to whether to go overseas or whether to get bought. One of the players that actually recently the news comes out, it's Mabasa from Orlando Pirates. Tsakufaso Mabaso from Orlando Pirates. Couple of teams they are looking to secure his signings. Teams like Al Ahly, they want him. Teams from Tunisia, they are looking for him. Teams from the second division from England, they're also looking to actually sign him. So that's one of the players. So I think this transfer window, it will be very, very controversial transfer window because a lot of players they've shown how good they are. But again, yeah, So we'll see where Tafafaso Mabaso will have to go or will have to stay at Orlando Pirates. Speaking at Orlando Pirates, Relebogile Mofokeng is one of the hot property. Every way they want him. He has, offers from different types of clubs. So for us, it's just to look forward to see if he's gonna stay or not. Even Kaiser Chiefs, again, is requiring the service of Tabo Tele. How would you rate Tabo Tele impact at Kaiser Chiefs so far? So yeah, Tabo Tele is a player of Kaiser Chiefs. So far, how can we be able to rate this? And again, another player that is injured in Orlando Pirates is Tito, Patrick Maswangane. Yeah, Patrick Maswangane missed the game of Sundowns. He missed also the games of Bafana. Even the coach Jose Rivero again says on Patrick Maswangane that the showboating during some of the side matches are very interesting. Tito is the type of the player that South Africa football fans want to see on the field. He brings a flair and identify of our football and the original of the football. Through that, player like that, it's a brand. The brand itself, the way he plays, is already a brand of football. It's already a brand of South African football. And these are the type of players that we need to promote. We need to push these players so that at least they can go all the way and showcase what type of football do we play, what brand of football do we actually, play. So we are hoping we qualify to World Cup so that maybe that will be our chance for us to be able to showcase about the brand of football. So yeah, man, you're still with me, Che Yusuf at Football Artists. Keep tuning in. All right, so now I think it's the time of the fixture. I want to go through to see what's going on when it comes to local football and as well as international football. From South Africa, I think it's going to be on 29th. That will be Saturday. South African Premier League. We're going to see Chippa United versus Amazulu there. Hey, come on, Super Sport. Do something, man. Come on, Super Sport. Come on. Hey, man. Hey. Hey, these people, they don't want to help, man. Hey, these people, they don't want to sponsor. Come on. Do something. Something. Even a little bit. Something, man. Come on. All right. Moving on. Lamontville Golden Arrows. Team yasekhaya. Lamont. Siphakamise lapho. Yeah, man. With Kaiser Chiefs. With Amakosi. That is coming. Sorry, I think this fixture is far, but I'll get to it. Okay, here we go. Alright, so Stellenbosch, Magesi FC versus Stellenbosch is playing on 17:45, quarter to 6 late. And again, Polokwane City versus Richards Bay. Let me just see. PSL. Alright, Polokwane City versus Richards Bay. TS Galaxy versus Malumo Gallants. Ooh, that would be a tough game, that one, because both teams, they've been playing very well. The game with the Lamontville versus Kaiser Chiefs, tough one. Lamontville, they just take their old coach, the one that was on Sundowns, back to Lamontville, and we're expecting a good brand of football like the way he was actually doing it before. So it's going to be a tough game when it comes to that game, but I think Lamontville might scoop that one if Kaiser Chiefs is not paying really attention. Again, the postponed game with the Royal AM versus Stellenbosch because of the case of Royal AM. As all we know, these games has been postponed. All right, so all the Royal AM games postponed the way I'm seeing it, but I've just read somewhere saying that maybe they might come back, find a way to come back in a game. So I don't know how truth it is, but we're gonna see how it's gonna unfold, right? And then Galaxy versus Malumo Gallants. I think TS is gonna win. I don't know how Team Sigazi is getting all this thing right, man. From a lawyer to from a lawyer to agents to the club owner, getting the players, getting players like a policy in that, selling the players and so on. Really, really, the guy knows the business of this game, and that's really, really, impressive, and it's really interesting as well to watch all this unfolding. All right, Supersport United is playing with a Cape Town City. They're gonna be in Supersport in Pretoria, and yeah, Cape Town City have been struggling. They have a new coach in Mushin used to be our coach anyway. All right, so we're gonna see how he's gonna forward with the super sport. But again, with the super sport, Gavin Hunt, and I've seen the team of Gavin Hunt. There's really, really fantastic players there, and they can do anything, especially if they are playing for Gavin. A lot of players, they really put everything on it when they're playing for Gavin Hunt. So that's what I'm seeing when it comes to Premier League. And then there's a Nedbank Cup, Mamelodi Sundowns and Skukune United, that is coming on Nedbank. I think Sundowns will take that one. They want to go on the champions, of course. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna go on England F, and the teams that are remaining on the Champions League: Bayern Munich versus Inter Milan, PSG and Aston Villa. Again, Arsenal and Real Madrid, Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund again is playing. The games are starting on Wednesday, April the 9th. Again, we're gonna see, I think Tuesday, April the 8th, it's Bayern and Inter Milan. And again, Arsenal and Real Madrid at Arsenal ground. I think the first league, and then the second league it will be away. Then we'll sing on the 9th, PSG and Aston Villa, and then Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund. So those are the games, those are the teams that I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think, yeah. After 8, then it's gonna be 4, 4, then 2. Yeah. So yeah, those are the games that actually remaining. As I said, as an Arsenal fan, I'm very excited when it comes to Bukayo Saka coming back. We're really, really hoping that we do well when it comes to the Champions League, because we don't have any hope with any other cup or league at the moment. We're just hoping that things will be better. We'll play well and our players come back from injury. So yeah, when it comes to players that Arsenal, they're interesting in terms of signing. We see Nico Williams. The story of Nico Williams is still continuing. The story of Isak, Alexandra Isak, the striker for Newcastle United, is still actually, continue talking. So we're gonna see. And again, because we are going closer and closer to the end of the season, we're gonna see who will be part of the the game, and who will be bought, who will be sold in terms of that transfer window. I'm hoping that this time around Arsenal should really, 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 really do well in terms of the transfer window. Bring the players. There's a lot of players that are actually possibility of going. Jorginho possibility of going to Brazil. He just spotted in Brazil, watching some of the games in Brazil past week. The Ghana International party, also the possibility that it can leave the Arsenal Football Club going, because these guys, they're at the end of their contract and they haven't signed any other contract so far. So another story, it's Alexandra Arnold. The story of Alexandra Arnold. That says that he might go into Real Madrid, and Madrid, they're consistently keeping an eye of Alexandra Arnold. Remember that Liverpool has three big players that they haven't renewed or signed any new contract, right? Alexandra Arnold, Mohamed Salah, and as well as Virgil van Dijk. These are three important players that are actually, have to sign the contract, or else they're gonna go somewhere else. So we're gonna see. It's very interesting times. These are three big players for Liverpool Football Club. We're gonna see how it's gonna unfold. But yeah, man. At the light note of Amakos, please guys, don't worry a lot, just be chilled. Mfundo Vilakazi is cooking, is coming. Mfundo. Mfundo Vilakazi is coming. The only thing he must just stop dancing piano when he scores. Yeah, but Mfundo is coming, so easy. Take it easy. You don't need to have players at international, games, because of right now you suffering. So grow from ground. Grow those up Mfundo Vilakazi. Find some other best players that they're gonna, go in on the international games or a national club. Because remember, our coach like really the youngsters that are actually playing very very well. Look at Jaden Adams. They call him back. He's back. Play 2 games, full 2 games. He scores, right? So you can see that the coach itself, he like to develop with the young guys, give a chance to young guys. So for me, I'm giving for Mfundo. Mfundo, keep pushing, keep growing, my brother, my young man. Play football that you love. Show people what type of footballer you are. Whether you are original, gassy flavor. Show them that's who you are. And I believe in a year or two you might get to Bafana. So that's it. All right, that's it, man. That's it. Thank you very much for watching our channel, for watching Football Artists. We actually bring the football news in terms of the fixture, what is going on in the football in a week. Each and every Saturday we bring the football stories and as well as the fixture. So please, man, subscribe and share with other guys. You are at Football Artists. My name is Che Yusuf. Thank you for watching this video.